Ken, thank you. We are staying on top of that developing story in downtown Raleigh. Right now, firefighters are monitoring for hot spots after the Raleigh Convention Center caught fire. This is a live look at the convention center right now, and it's kind of hard to see because the shimmer wall is turned off. The fire sparked around 9:30 last night on the rooftop, and you can see video of the flames captured from our tower camera. 17 people were inside the convention center at the time. Thankfully, no one was hurt.
And so we have team coverage this morning. Kelsey Coffey is digging into the impact that this fire could have on events happening later this week at the convention center. But let's go ahead and start with WRAL's Heidi Kirk live in downtown Raleigh this morning. Heidi, you just got an update from the city within the past 5 minutes or so?
We did just within the last few minutes. We've learned that building inspectors will be here today to assess the extent of this damage. Now, I want to show you what we're looking at right now here behind me. There have been fire crews on scene all night long. In fact, we've been seeing fire trucks coming and going, switching out those crews so they can get a little bit of a rest here. Now, you'll see that ladder going all the way up to the roof of the building. That is where most of the damage was and where that fire sparked last night. And of course, it took a massive team effort to put this fire out. In fact, we've learned that there were 50 firefighters here on scene last night. You can see that here in some of this video that we're showing you right now. Lots of people here as those flames erupted. And we have been monitoring this scene since last night. We had a chance to speak with a division chief who kind of updated us on the latest here. He said it took a lot of teams to come in to put this fire out. Take a listen to what he had to say about it.
They did a really good job getting to it, isolating it. We locate it, we confine it, we extinguish it. And that's what they did. And then everybody else stood by to us get the resources in place to make that happen.
Now, again, everyone's curious what exactly sparked this fire. At this point, we know that it was likely caused by a natural gas incident. But crews, again, will be here all day long, really assessing the damage and trying to figure out exactly what sparked this fire. But the highlights here is that there were no injuries reported, which is really important to note. We're going to continue sticking here on the ground, asking those questions and trying to figure out exactly what happened. Heidi Kirk, WRAL News, live in Raleigh.
Now, overnight, Raleigh Mayor Janet Cowell sent WRAL a statement regarding the convention center fire. She says, quote, "First, given the intensity of the fire, glad no one was reported hurt. Grateful to the 50 firefighters who responded. Convention center is an important civic asset. I hope we can repair damage and have it back functioning normally as soon as possible. We'll all be at City Hall tomorrow and we'll get more information."
As firefighters continue to monitor the scene, we are working to learn how the damage could affect events happening at the convention center this week. WRAL's Kelsey Coffey is live downtown for us with that part of our team coverage. And Kelsey, the Raleigh Convention Center hosts a number of events on any given week.
Yes, Renee, and several of those events are scheduled for this week. And now the big question is, will those events be canceled or postponed? So we'll give you a look now at the corner of McDowell and Lenore Street so you can see this is a little bit of a different vantage point than what you just saw from Heidi there. But we've got one fire truck and then one Raleigh police cruiser there in the middle of the street. We'll also give you a side-by-side look, courtesy of our live camera network, so you can see the convention center there in the dark. Just an eerie sight to see with the shimmer wall off, especially during the holidays. Now we're going to look ahead to all of those events planned at the convention center over the next few days. A cybersecurity summit is planned for tomorrow and Thursday. A special holiday party is planned for Friday. And this here will impact a lot of families across our viewing area. 2 statewide cheer competitions are scheduled for Friday and Saturday. At least a dozen Wake County's high schools will be participating in those competitions. Now, officials say that the damage is contained to the roof, so we're working to find out if there could be a chance that these events could just go on as normal. In the meantime, we are monitoring all of these events' social media pages, as well as the convention center's website. Kelsey Coffey, WRAL News, live in Raleigh.
And here's what we're still working to learn this morning as firefighters investigate. The city calls this a natural gas incident, but what exactly does that mean? And what does the gas company have to say about this issue? And what will they do to stop something like this from happening in the future?
The last major fire in downtown Raleigh was back in March of 2017. You may remember this huge apartment building fire. The Metropolitan Apartments were under construction when they went up in flames. The inferno could be seen for miles. No cause was ever found, but the damage was extensive. 9 other nearby buildings were damaged, including at the Quorum. The Met was finished and opened to residents in 2019. The Quorum reopened later that same year.
And as we continue to follow this developing story, download the WRAL News app, and that way you can be the first to know about any new information we learn. Also, be sure to turn on those push notifications. We'll follow this story throughout the day on WRAL. You can look for coverage from our evening news team starting at 4 p.m.